lesson later in the week, I'll just do it then.
Yeah.
And the cycle kind of continues until like Saturday when you're like, all right, it's crunch time. I got to do this.
Yeah.
And I felt like, because I've very few times, but I have done it where I actually prepared during the week. And I noticed that a lot of the regular day stuff actually improves. So, like, I think, oh, I'm not going to have enough time to, or I can't be thinking about this and doing my schoolwork and in a relationship and stuff like that, when in the exact opposite is actually what happens. It makes me a better student, and it makes me a better boyfriend, and it makes me a better brother or son or friend or whoever. And it's odd because it kind of invites God more fully into my life, which is a cool side effect of trying to prepare or trying to receive revelation daily. It kind of puts you in tune with God, and he may say, oh, this is an example of whatever for your lesson next Sunday, but he also may say, you should make some life changes here, or you should talk with this person today, or you should do this. And I really wish we did seek revelation more daily and make it a more priority. And as teachers, we kind of have a cool opportunity to do that as a calling, not even just as a regular person, which is cool. The next section was record impressions. And this was just talking about how when you write it down, you're saying that you value the Lord's direction in your life, and it's important to write them down. And there's a really cool quote by Richard G. Scott. He says, knowledge carefully recorded is knowledge available in time of need. Recording spiritual direction enhances the likelihood of your receiving future light. And this has always been a tough one for me, but what do you guys think?
I agree with what the manual says. Just recently this semester, I started taking notes at church and devotional, which I never did. One, because I feel like when I take notes, I never go back and look at them. But I like what the manual says. It kind of just shows that we value revelation that Heavenly Father gives us, that we're listening. And even if we don't go back and look at them, I think that action, sincere attitude, that we are willing to listen what God has to say to us. And so I do like that, because I remember my mission president would say that all the time. He was like, he'd hold up his pen and say, this was one of your biggest revelation tools.
Oh, no way.
Yeah. And but for that reason, in the sense that you're showing, and it's not taking notes is the only way to show that you're willing to receive revelation, but it's a way to show it. And so in that aspect, I really like that.
That's cool. I like that. The mission president was a wise dude.
He was.
What about you, Craig? Any thoughts?
Well, kind of along with that, I think about when we receive spiritual promptings to do something, it may not even be important, but then we're showing God that we're willing to act upon those impressions, whether it's inconvenient for us or something we just really don't want to do or what have you. So that he knows that he can trust us with more responsibility. It's like that with writing down impressions. Then we're showing God that we first of all value what he's teaching us, and that we're ready and willing to receive more heavy stuff, so to speak.
Yeah. And that's cool, because I think most of us, at least I do, I go sometimes and be like, I really want to know this, or I really want to understand this, or I really want God to tell me certain things, and then I don't write down the little things he tells me. And, And then he's like, yeah, okay, well, I'll keep sending him this stuff until he does it, and then I'll give him the other stuff. But
Yeah.
it's an interesting principle.
Hmm.
All right, so we've kind of discussed that stuff. Now, the opportunity for us is to record our spiritual impressions that we receive as we prepare for our next teaching opportunity. So that is Tom next week, and Craig, that is indefinitely. So,
Messed up.
so we got, yeah, here's the invitation. Invite teachers to record spiritual impressions they receive as they prepare for their next teaching opportunity, including opportunities in their homes and with their families. In the next teacher council meeting, ask them to share with each other what they recorded as appropriate. So this is where I'm going to note down on the email I send out to do follow-up on this assignment next week. And then we'll see how we did. So this is where the rubber hits the roads, gentlemen.
Yes.
All right. So are you guys good with that commitment and invitation?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Me too. I'm going to try my darndest. And I understand, kind of just let's try and do our best. This week is going to be rough because it is nearing the end and finals and stuff, but
Right.
we'll do our best. And so let's talk about what we want to talk about next time. But before we do that, I guess, is there any other comments or things that people want to share about this topic that we talked about today?
Mm-mm.
All right, so let's go. I'll screen share, or you guys can look it up on your computer. So we got one last time. And we can do any of these.
I feel like maybe in this section, then part 4, support gospel learning in the home.
This guy?
And since we're all going home during the summer, I think that would be a good kind of preparation and still keep us, on our toes and in practice for fall semester when we're probably teaching again.
I love that. It sounds like a great idea. You all right with that, Tom?
Yeah.
All right. And then right here, guys, I'm also going to note assignment. Record spiritual impressions daily. Okay. Anything else?
I think I'm good.
Okay. Awesome. So if that's it, I just wanted to let you guys know that I'm grateful. This has been awesome for me to do this with you guys. When I have a semester that I don't participate in a calling, and participate meaning I may have one, but it's like not really one that I do every week or I'm constantly engaged in or whatever. I don't feel as good in my life. And so I'm grateful for the chance to work with you guys and have these teacher council meetings. It's a boost to my Sunday and my week and my life right now. And so thank you guys for what you guys have done for me and allowing me to perform in this role. And I consider you guys my friends, and kind of willing to go to bat for you guys if you guys ever need anything. And so thanks. This is kind of what I wanted to say. It's kind of that moment of nostalgia where we're ending, getting near the end, and so those feelings start coming up. So thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Craig, do you want to offer the closing prayer today?
Mm-hmm.